Hey everyone, this is kind of a new thing for me. I'm doing a sketchbook tour. I really don't have much plans besides just showing you my sketchbook. This is basically the 25th sketchbook I've filled. As you can see there on the spine, I've been trying to label my sketchbooks for a while now. So this is about the 25th I filled. It is an Elio sketchbook. I've been loving these. But I have a backlog of other sketchbooks I need to go through next, so I probably won't be purchasing this for a bit longer. But I love these sketchbooks. They're about the perfect size for me. And they're hardcover. So nice, very nice, all that. They are very nice. I love them. This sketchbook took me about, what was it? I started it in, I think, January 2023. The reason the sketchbook took me so long to fill was because I stopped sketching from about like middle 2023 to 2024. Then I picked it back up slowly, and then here in 2025, I really started picking it up again because I've had a lot more downtime at work, so I had a lot more time sketching. So I started it in January 5th, 2023, and I have ended it on the 9th, January 9th of 2026. So it's been through quite a bit. Been through many years. A full move. Yeah, it's been through quite a bit. Speaking of which, I still need to put the date for here, so I might do that at the end. Alright. I wanted to start off with the stickers because I have a lot of them. I have a lot of stickers. I love purchasing stickers, as you can see, quite a bit. As I got throughout quite a bit of stickers. Both here and on the back. I even have a few in the sketchbook themselves. Some random ones, some more from one artist that I absolutely love, which I'll talk about here in a moment. Yeah, lots of stickers. So, I got a bunch of stickers, Stardew Valley stickers over here. I got all these off of Redbubble. I will put the artist in here if I can remember. This one, I don't know why I bought it, because it's just a clip of the Demon Slayer manga, but it was from Redbubble. Someone just had it and posted it there, even though it's copyright. I don't know why I bought it. I did, though. So, pardon me for that. I will do better. But it's on there, I can't. Exactly. I don't necessarily want to take it off. It is still pretty. But yeah, lots of Stardew Valley, because I love Stardew Valley. And even, this was supposed to be a prismatic shard over here, but just with the rubbing off, yeah, it's faded quite a bit. Alright, on to the back. This sticker's actually mine. More Stardew Valley stuff. Another Your sticker over here. That's also been fading because it's just, I've had the sketchbook so long that a lot of ink's been rubbed off. And as you can see, over here I got my StarfishFace stickers. This is the artist that I've been loving for the longest time right now. She has been quite an inspiration to me, and I started buying a lot of her merchandise because I think she has really cute stuff. Yeah, go read Cast Off, go check out StarfishFace, she's awesome. Back here you can see two other StarfishFace stickers. This one is of Vector, who's the main character in the story. This is of Rory. Yeah, lots of StarfishFace stickers. Alright. Slowly coming in here. First full inside cover. This was in here. I'll talk about that in a second. Actually, most of these are stickers that I've made, at least on this side. I have made this Aang, this Toph, this fairy in a bottle, and this black cat sticker right here. These are all mine. I've done all of these designs, all of which should be on my Redbubble. I think the black cat one's on my Etsy store. I'm still trying to get used to Etsy versus Redbubble, so just be aware of that. These two are from Mini Katana, which I have bought merchandise of. As you see over here, another Goofy, another Stitch. Awesome stuff. And then you see this is where we started sketching. I got some thumbnails for the first page. Because I like doing kind of more of a spread on the first page, so I was trying to think of different things. The person who really got me started on doing like spread on the first page was drawing with waffles. I think she recently came back from being off from 2 years. She was kind of like my artist, my go-to YouTuber artist before I found the StarfishFace. But she gave me the idea of doing like a spread on the first page and all the thumbnails. I am inserting this at a random point because I forgot to talk about it earlier. This thing right here, it's a bingo card. We are playing bingo at work, and throughout everything, as you see, I wrote down all the call-outs. I got nothing from a Christmas bingo. Because our work doesn't do bingo unless it's for Christmas or a holiday or something like that. I was like, oh, I would love this tumbler that they're giving away. No. I did nothing. Hey, if you guys see something and I missed, feel free, but I looked over this multiple times and I could not find a matching bingo set. So, if you see one, let me know, but goodness sake. I don't know. Rant. There you go. We have more cast-off stickers and more thumbnails. We got Frankie, Rory, and Nico. His name's right there. I should be able to remember that. He is an important character, but he doesn't show up very long, so... But he's fine. More thumbnails. And as you can see, this is the one I ended up going with, which is kind of based off of this one right here. I still need to put in the end date, but I was really excited to do this video, so that's why I'm doing it now. Yeah. This character, her name is Ami. Ami. It's a Japanese name, so I apologize for not being able to pronounce it. Demon Slayer character. For our Demon Slayer AU I have with my friends. Yeah, I really like her design. I'm glad I put her on the first page. She wields a tachi instead of a normal katana. Normal katanas are usually a bit shorter, while tachis are longer and a bit more curved, so that's why it looks a little funky. I'm not very good with swords perspective anyway, so it's gonna look funky either way, but it's supposed to be a bit longer. Anyway. I tend to leave this first page blank after the spread, because if I want to go back and color this with Copic markers, I don't have to worry about bleed through on this page, so that's why I left this one blank. But anyway. I didn't really date my stuff as well this in the first part, but just imagine this is all 2023, early 2023. Archangel designs for my comic. I was doing a lot of that, because this is back before I really started my comic. Power ideas. It's supposed to be Izzy in her hospital gown. Yeah. I had a little bit of washi tape that I just started garnishing everything with because I need to use up that washi tape. Because I don't need to buy myself more washi tape unless I use it all, kind of thing. If I ever want to start doing animations, like storytime animations, like this is kind of the start of the character that I want to use for it. Little doodle self, as I called it. Kind of more Archangel designs over here. Just sketches. I really like the hair of this one. I really like the hair. I don't know why, it's like really swoopy, I like it. And then, I think at this time, if I remember correctly, I had a person say that the mushrooms from Mario are a great warm-up because they're a bunch of curves. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. And then I added a mouth to it, which makes it look even cuter in my opinion. Either way, I tried it and inked it for once. Alright, for this one, this is a bunch of inking warm-ups. As you can see, my hand is not very stable. And so you just try to draw the same line, I think 10 times each way, and you try to do that for how many, so your goal is try to keep the line as thin as possible. Obviously, I suck at it. And here's just a little sticky note on top of that there. I think this is all done in an erasable pen. That's why it looks a little different. Oh yeah, this is more doodle self, or doodle, yeah, little doodle me here. I have both me up here. I think my idea was that an older lady was yelling at me when I was working, and so I was trying to draw like an older lady. Then over here is kind of what I had for my husband, because my husband is, of course, a huge part of my life. So a little doodle self for him. He has very curly hair, so I was like, how do I do that for him? And just more sketches, more washi tape over here. Oh, let's not skip a page. Okay, this looks a little weird. I don't know how to explain this one besides just like, okay, I was just trying to do something. Over here though, this was a reference. I used a reference I think off Pinterest, which I know is not great right now because of AI and all that. Trying to draw Zelda, I got her eyes way too close over here, but that, yeah. I think this was about the time when Tears of the Kingdom was still not quite out, or it just came out, and that's why I wanted to draw Zelda with short hair. This is also a reference, the girl holding a cat. Yeah, okay, more character design. I have Nezuko here. Just schoolgirl, sailor girl outfit. Cat. I just started drawing a lot more cats, because I have one and I love him. His name is Max. If he wants to show up, he will. But I started drawing a lot more cats. Here is the design, or one of the older designs for our big bad of my Archangel comic. This is the queen that the main character comes from. Queen of the kingdom that my main character comes from. Her name is Emma. I started to have her with really short hair. I lengthened it a little bit, but it still stays pretty short. Oh, I love this page. I remember this page so much. This is a bunch of OCs for me and my friends. Mostly Demon Slayer OCs from like this first chunk here. This is mostly Demon Slayer. AU OC, so alternate universe OCs. I got a Demon Slayer art book, and they did a lot of chibis that looked like this, and I was really inspired. So I just did all of our OCs in that same style. And then I was like, okay, I got the Demon Slayer ones done from here to here. Let's start doing ones from other universes that we've created. And so that's how this happened. Here's Emma again. Ava is one of mine. She's from, I think, our MHA universe, alternate universe. And then, of course, Izzy, my child. She is my child. She is my main character in my comic, Archangel. Please read. You'll probably hear a bunch about Archangel because that is my baby, that is my comic. So you'll see a lot of Izzy come around. And speaking of Archangel, this page is me kind of planning the different powers, the power sets, character designs, cultural designs, and all of that for world building. So I was trying to do different things there. Also, you see here, I buy a lot from Star. theStarfishFace. I buy a lot from Star is how I'll say her name now. And so I literally cut this out of one of her sticker packs and placed it in here because I just wanted to keep using her stickers. I should probably buy more from her. She's a great artist. More character design that I didn't really get to use. I brought out my watercolors for this and actually did a Zelda one for once. Zelda-ish design. I inked it a little later because it didn't turn out great, and the inking makes it a bit more clear. But yeah, we got a little bit of Anya up here from Spy Family, which I also love. I think Anya is adorable. Also cat. More character design. This is a chair we have, and I was like, oh, I'll try drawing the chair. Sure, why not? Oh, is this where I start actually dating stuff again? Yeah, June 16th, 2023. So this is right after our move, because we just moved into our house. And you see I have like a bunch of designs for like stickers and all that. Here are the boxes next to the stairs and a cat tree right there. This is when I was trying to design stickers and all that, so that's why the moving stickers, as well as some DCI stuff. Bring the Hammer Down. Is that Carolina Crown? I forget which drum corps has the hammer. But I was trying to do it off of them. DCI Cone. Our corps had a lead brick for the trumpet's mascot, so this is Brook the Brick. It was a lead brick. I weighed like 40 plus pounds, but it was like this sized. Deodorant, please use me. I have this as an old sticker design on my Redbubble. It's not very good. But yeah. Shaco there, a little cactus there. Just trying to draw sticker designs. And more sticker designs you see here. Of course, this is when Tears of the Kingdom came out. So I have more fairy in a jar, the time stone switch. I don't know what this is. I think like a devil trying to hit me with art block. Fire in a jar. I'm not sure what that was. My thoughts. A jar of nothing. I don't know. I think it was funny. At least I did at the time. Izzy. More Izzy. My husband playing the Wii, because we actually had a Wii. And he's sitting in that same chair that I was showing you before. That chair right there. He's sitting in the chair playing Wii. It's not very good, but it was a sketch nonetheless. I think that's supposed to be Izzy up there. A candle that we had in the living room. Link over there. Sketches. More sketches. Oh yeah, so I worked at retail before, and we have a lot of these, like half prints that I just stuck in my sketchbook, so that's why I have like these little fold-outs right here. As you can see. That's supposed to be Izzy, I think an alternate design of her with the other sketches. More my OCs, just random sketches for a thing. Me over here. Ava. I'm not lifting. Actually, it's not that bad. Okay, that's pretty bad. Enmu from when Demon Slayer movie came out. The Mugen Train. Other stuff. More power designs with different outfits. Hey, look, it's me, kind of. That's a really rough sketch of me, but that's a shirt that I would wear with slacks for my previous retail job. Alright, so below this, as you can see, this is a little flap here. Below this is a reference, and I think it was a gesture pose. What do they call it? Like life drawing, almost. So it does look like she's naked, but she's not. I made sure to at least imply that there's clothing there. So there we go. But I'm really proud of it, so I wanted to show you guys. Like, I'm really happy how the anatomy turned out. Yes. And the rest of these, I think most of these are references from Pinterest that I got. This was done roughly July 7th of 2023. So you can see it moves, like this first part's very slow, then it picks up very quickly toward the end. Wing studies, because, well, I have an angel character, so I have to do some wing studies. There's Izzy again, yay. Oh, yeah, panel ideas, because this is where I was actually starting to pick up and start actually doing the comic, because I haven't started it yet at this point. So here are some panel ideas. Me and my husband went to an air show, so I actually got to see a Chinook. And I think I was trying to draw... Oh, it's gonna kill me not knowing the name of the plane. F-21? It was a fighter either way. It's one of the newer fighters. But yeah. And so I was trying to draw some of the planes. And just all that. Emma, again. This is where I was starting to figure out with her hair. I like the short, but this one comes back later. Also, there's Izzy again. More color blocking because I was tired of wasted white space. Some more panel ideas over here. Yeah, just more sketches. Random sketches. Izzy. Lots of Izzy. Different ideas. Oh yeah. If I ever did an animation of Izzy where she gets a magic girl transformation, this is kind of what she would look like. Yeah. Just like different panels and all that I was thinking about. Yeah. Crappy dog, but I did draw a dog. Yeah, just a lot more Izzy. More panels, not quite spoilers, because it's not out yet, so it's hard to say spoilers or not. And over here, I actually kind of like the hair on this one too. I was trying to come up with different profile pictures I should use for my channel, or what icons I should use. This is one of the designs, if I remember correctly. Different character designs over here. Izzy again. My friends like to draw me stuff, so that's what that got used for. It really isn't covering up much, so. But yeah. I like to put random things in my sketchbook, as you saw with the stickers, so. More sketches. Pages kept getting a little bit more blank because I just wasn't sketching a ton. I start filling sketchbook pages out a lot more. So hopefully this is like the barest they get, but they'll get much more full. They'll get much more full. Sousaphone. I played sousaphone in high school for marching band. So that's why I keep trying to draw it. Drawing brass instruments is very difficult, because there's a lot of winding tube. I love how big the sousaphone is. I love how eye-catching it is. It's just hard to draw. Color guard. Original design I had for my, like my profile picture character kind of thing. This changes quite a bit. I actually come up with a much better design that you currently see on my YouTube channel with the pink hair and pink eyes. I really love that character. I've called her Big Sister. And this one is kind of more of a cool, quote-unquote cooler style. Yeah, I'm glad I changed it to more of a cutesy looking Big Sister idea with a bunch of plants and stuff. More Izzy. Doctor design, I think. I'm not sure where I was going with that. I love the twin buns. So the twin buns will come back, as you might see. But I was just a bunch of twin hairstyles with the pigtails, with the buns. Yeah, lots of that. Sword fighting ideas, wings. Of course, as I said, it's an angel. It's a comic about angels. Oh yeah, this is when I started coming up with a different character, a best friend character for Isabel. The thing with my comic was that I was wanting to focus just purely on Isabel, but I didn't think it was good enough. I had to kind of come back to the drawing board a bit because I already have chapter 1 posted. I think at this point, or had part of chapter 1 posted. So I had Isabel, and I was like, okay, we can focus on her story and it'd be fine. But maybe I could do better and have her have a best friend who's back on the home planet trying to figure out everything while her best friend's missing, is kind of the basis. So that's kind of like where this whole second character came from. And her name's Max. The reason I name her Max. Not because my cat's name is Max, no, that's not it. If any of you guys know of Maximum Ride, it's a book series by James Patterson. It basically inspired my whole comic in the very beginning. Maximum Ride, or the Angel Experiment. Yeah, Maximum Ride Angel Experiment is basically about human kids who get wings genetically, and they're basically experimented on. That basically, through a lot of forming in a lot of years, came to be what I consider my comic, my own original comic, which is Archangel. Instead of being a human that's genetically engineered to be bird-like with bird wings, this is actually an angel, like descended from angels themselves, from like the angels that created the earth and the heavens and all that. They are descendants of those, and that kind of creates the baseline world building of my webcomic. So yeah. So I had to create another angel character. And so like some quick designs for Max. Her design changes a lot. So right now she's supposedly blonde with like really curly bangs. She changes a lot. The only thing that stays pretty much the same is that she has a fire ability. Her power is over fire, basically. That stays the same though. Yes. This is the character you currently see on my profile picture. I started sketching this, and yep, you see, this is where I start doing a lot more sketches. So it goes from like 2024, kind of, mostly 2023, into not quite a quarter way through of 2025. And this is where I start sketching a lot more, and this is where it starts to go very fast, as you can see, as I got much less over here and quite a bit over here. So once I start doing this, this is where it kind of speeds up. And so I had a lot of character designs for this one. Dealing with bangs, trying to do that. I had a beret because sousaphones get berets, so I was trying to implement like my own history in it. My own lore, if you will. Different designs over here. And all that. More stickers, more stickers. It's kind of hard to tell because it is holographic, but this is Derpy from the Derpy cat from K-pop Demon Hunters. I love him. And because it was already rainbow before, I thought that making it a holographic one would be even cooler. I'm not sure if it fits, but hey, I think it's cute, and I put him in here. Also from Redbubble, I'll post artists if I can think of who they are. Bucky's over here. Goku, because my friend just gave me a random sticker. More StarfishFace, who I love. Now onto the actual sketches. Isabelle with her glaive. I got Freerun and Fern over here, which is kind of fun. Jack and Daxter. I actually got on a Jack and Daxter kick again because I think I started watching YouTube videos about it. Either way, I was like, okay, why can't I sketch them? And so I sketched them. And so yeah, I love Jack and Daxter. They were a childhood favorite of mine. More character designs over here, of course. My friends love to draw me stuff on post-it notes, so that's why there's a ton of those in here too. Actually, I'll put this back in here right now. Yay, more stickers! StarfishFace, 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 or yeah. These are all from her. I am on her not weekly. Oh my goodness, that'd be horrible if it was weekly. I'm on her monthly sticker club. And so that's why I have so many stickers, because these are all monthlies. Or most of them were monthlies. The other ones I actually bought. Like this one was a sticker sheet, sticker sheet, sticker sheet. So, yeah. There is my character. Like my personal, I don't know what to call her. Big Sister Sunshine, I think is what I was thinking was her name. Big Sister Sunshine character right there. Izzy right there. Cat right there. Among Us Beans. I know it's 2025. Actually, shoot, it's 2026. Drawing Among Us Beans is fun. Okay? It's fun. Character designs for a possible love interest for Izzy. Possible. I'm not very good at drawing, guys, so we'll see how that goes. More Izzy. Lots more Izzy. Of course, Izzy's my favorite thing to draw. See, I told you, those twin braids and twin buns will come back. Think of another character design for a character Izzy meets possibly later on. Power ideas. This one is actually a YouTuber I watch. Her name's Hannah Alonso. She does a bunch of anti-MLM content and just like influencer commentary saying like, hey, why are we spending so much money on Stanley Cups kind of thing. Really fun channel. She's a bit smaller, but she's really fun though. She does a great job. Izzy. Big Sister Sunshine. Random scientist dude. Me and my husband, who I can't draw properly because he has very curly hair. And I suck at drawing curly hair, so I know what I need to practice. Also beards. He has a very nice beard. And so that's kind of hard to draw with just graphite in my opinion, but I can practice that, so it's supposed to be me and my husband there. I think the comment is, damn, I can't even draw my own husband. That's what it says over there. Yeah, okay. Here's that love interest again, or possible love interest, I'm still not quite sure on that. Big Sister Sunshine, but as a chibi. Or animation friendly. Which I still may adjust. But that was kind of the idea for Fat Hatsune Miku. Here's Freerun down here. Here's a Derpy cat. This reminds me of, if any of you know who Cup Toast is, Crumb, the Uno Tres Cuatro cat that has the maracas and gets that whole meme. That's what this cat reminds me of. Hydrate or Dihydrate. Izzy again with wings, because I've been trying to practice drawing wings. Free Run, with her signature cat face. I tried doing it on Izzy, didn't work out quite as well. Oh yeah, I was getting more sticker designs. I was recently diagnosed with dysautonomia, so I was like, oh, what's all that? And so I started doing like sticker designs of Curse of Pots and like status effect sticker ideas. I don't know. I'm trying to be somewhat creative, okay? Cat, crappy dog, another Isabel. This was done... Oh, this one was done in July-ish. This one was done in August. So you can see it. We're moving on quite quickly here. Curse of Multiple Sclerosis. And I was trying to draw a nerve cell right there, because nerve cells are notoriously hard to draw. Hydrate or Dihydrate instead of like a Powerade or Gatorade bottle. I have one of the like half-gallon jugs that I used to use during marching band and drum corps. I even upgraded to a full gallon in drum corps. So that, I have compression socks up here because I have to wear compression socks now. The note over here says, "Doctors don't know what is wrong with me," which is accurate. Rumi because K-pop Demon Slayers just came out. Or I just watched it at this point, and so I drew her. If you're wondering the timeline for things, I added stickers much later, so that's why the Derpy Cat came in later. Because I just had a lot of white space and I was trying to fill it up. Izzy, I was trying to design her with the jacket, because where she gets sent to is a lot colder. Like, it's more of northern is the best way to describe it. So it's colder more often. And even though she doesn't really deal with... She doesn't, because herself is an angel with superpowers, the cold doesn't mess with her. The cold never bothered her anyway. But she has to kind of look the part so she doesn't stand out. So I gave her a jacket. See if the twin buns come back later, I told you. And here they are again. Rumi over there, another cat. Here's Ariana from Cast Off that I tried drawing. Yeah. Izzy with her glaive. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Here. There's the love interest again. I'm still not quite sure how I want to show his powers yet. But yes. Cat. I think this is they call them Starmans. It's kind of what Star uses as like a analog to her fan base, or let's see if I can find that sticker again. You can see it right here. How there's a little star with a little leaf on top. Same idea, basically. Cat, Among Us Bean, more Big Sister Sunshine. Yeah. Here I was doing all the different jackets. I got a bomber jacket here, like a jean jacket. This is Letterman's jacket, and this is kind of more what I was thinking, a bit longer. So all different designs for that. And yeah. Yep, and here I was doing that jean jacket again. This is where I really start filling up pages, as you can see. So this right here, this is Izzy. However, this pose is based off of something that theStarfishFace did with her character Vector, where he's in a sitting down pose and he like talks during her streams and all that. She like made a program for it. Similar idea. I just took the pose from it and used it with my character. That's why the inspo the Starfish Face is there. Hey, there's me again. I haven't seen her in a while. Here's Pomni. I love the Amazing Digital Circus. I actually have one of their shapers right here. Like, I love Amazing Digital Circus. I'm trying to see if I can get this. Yeah. I love it. But yeah. So I drew Pomni. This was from memory. Then I drew this one over here with reference, and then I drew this one over here. like a more human version of Pomni. Short Jacks over here. Character design again, this is Emma, where I have that shorter hair for slightly shorter hair. More versions of Max. There's one down here too, where she still had her long hair. So I said that changes quite a bit here in the future. Oh, here's a mini bubble down here. I don't know if you can see it. Tiny little bubble. Oh yeah, so here's another Emma. Not Emma. Here's another Max. Oh my goodness, I'm getting my own characters mixed up. And this is where I was like, what if I have her with dark hair? To contrast better with Izzy, who has like a medium brown hair. And so I was like, huh. And she has a fire power, which looks better with dark hair, kind of like an Avatar, how all the firebenders have dark hair. Same thing there. I was like, oh, the dark would look better with the fire, I think. And so it turns into this. I was like, what if I do like the bangs that Fern has in Free Run Beyond Journey's End? But if I give her the bangs of Fern, give her a nice tight military bun, because I was like, what if she's part of like the military and she's like Izzy's royal guard or something like that? I was like, huh. What if I do that? I don't know. So I'll hold this over here. Yeah, started drawing them together and all that. This one's just like Izzy holding up a guy who's like, how dare you, like grab him by the shirt and be like, how dare you, or something like that. That's why there. Yeah. Oh, Kitty Ghost. I don't know. I think I was watching something about Pac-Man at the time. And so that's why Kitty Ghost came along. Yep, that's the next page. Okay. Horrible puppy. Cute bunny. Okay. So, Triangle Fox. Triangle Fox came about because I was just like, what if I do just a random sketch of a fox, but I make it all triangles? And that's how Triangle Fox came about. The only thing that really isn't a triangle, or besides like the eyes, are his tail. His tail is more of a diamond shape because I think that looks better as a tail. But he's mostly triangles. And I love him. You'll see him quite a bit after this in the sketchbook. So yeah, he shows up quite a bit. He's everywhere. I tried drawing Charlie from Husband Hotel from memory. Didn't work out quite well, but you can kind of tell it's her. Oh yeah, this is when I got the idea for Max to have a bow in her hair, because Izzy gave it to her, and so she like cherishes this ribbon. And so she does her hair up in this ribbon every time, and that's what this comic kind of got for. Or what I made the comic for. I also have a Gummy Goo keychain that I drew. And just random stuff at the bottom. This was more me at work doodling because I was so bored. So that's what this comic came out about. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's Emma with her shorter hair next to Izzy. Max's mom versus Max. Again here. More Triangle Fox. I think I was trying to draw some of the Greek gods up here, so I think this is supposed to be Athena. I don't want to say this was Zeus, or it could be one of the gods of the wind over here. I think that's what I was trying to do. More sticker ideas over here. Trying to draw Max as Chibi was kind of fun. I kind of sucked at it though. Just more sticker ideas. Another comic. More Big Sister Sunshine. More just me, my normal self. Izzy. I don't know if you guys have seen the Vine.
I asked for Sprite and they gave me clown juice.
That's what I was thinking of with that. More sticker or pin ideas. Bad spending habits. I have friends that play Magic the Gathering. My husband loves trains. Art supplies. All of that. Bad spending habits. Other hobby ideas. I had a bunch of things here. Trains, Magic the Gathering, keyboards, stickers, coffee, Warhammer, games, swords, pocket knives, music instruments, gotchas, etc., etc. Here's a little Miyabi down here because I've been currently playing ZZZ, Zenless Zone Zero, otherwise known as ZZZ, and she's one of like the best characters in it, and she has like these little tall ears that have been memed. Crazy. She's very cute though. Other just ideas. Around the corner, here's another Max. Emma down there who looks way too nice for who she is. Yeah. Izzy, cat I could weirdly draw, but not at the same time. I can't draw cats today, is what it says. More Triangle Fox over here, less Triangle Fox. Inked Triangle Fox. Izzy. Elf character over here, I'm not sure. More Doodle Self, both more with Big Sister Sunshine and more my usual style. This is also where I started with the idea of a third character. So instead of Izzy and Max, we have a third over here somewhere. So with that, I was thinking, well, we have a fire character, we need a water character. And this is where this character comes along. I'm still not quite sure of her name yet, but the one I've been going with is Abigail. I went with Belle at first, partly because of Triple Z, but it matched too closely with Isabel. Isabel being my main character, so I'm like, okay. Even though we call her Izzy most of the time, it still won't work quite a bit. So I was like, okay, Abigail works a bit better. And this is where the twin buns come in quite a bit, as you can see. And I absolutely love her hair so much. And this is where it kind of evolves a bit more. See, I was thinking of different names for her. Over here, she has water ability. And so eventually I really like this one, where she's kind of a librarian. She wears a big chunky sweater and a long skirt. The outfit gets changed a little bit more, but still is pretty well in line with her. Where it's like half up, half down, kind of like Izzy's hair. But she has the two buns half up and the rest is down. And which one shows it the best? Well, not any of these really. This one right here, actually. Half up, half down, where it's the two buns over here. But yeah, she's supposed to have blue hair, so that's why I kept trying to color her hair blue. I'm not sure. I haven't quite figured out her color scheme yet. I'm still working on it in the digital space. But yeah, I think she's adorable. And here's all three of them together. Maxine, or Max, is the tallest, Izzy's the middle of the height, and, well, you know, Abby, or Abigail, is the shortest of the bunch, which I think fits. And they all have different sized wings. Yeah, as you can see, more cats. I start drawing cats a lot more, as you've seen. There's Max, there's Abby, another Among Us bean, cats all over, as I said. There's Abby again, Max, Abby all over, just a bunch of different things. Yeah, I told you these pages start getting filled up very quickly. I really like this Triangle Fox right here. He looks panicked. I think he's adorable. Just drawing the same characters over and over again, because that's how it usually works. Oh yeah, I looked at my budget for like this month, I think it was October, and I was like, why am I spending so much money on vending machine food? That was the whole thing. Here's a bit more. With these ones, I just had my teeth worked on, so my mouth was very sore. So I've been getting a lot of dental stuff done. I just had 2 root canals not too long ago. Actually, no, just 1 root canal, but 2 crowns. And then a bunch of fillings redone, because I had a lot of fillings that were still metal. So they were just redoing my fillings this time, but still hurt. Because of my dysautonomia, my nail beds over here can turn blue right around here if I'm not moving around a ton. So when I'm just sitting there on the computer like this, just scrolling, my fingernail beds tend to turn blue. That was that whole thing. Yeah, this whole day was just like, my stomach's hurting, my mouth hurts, my fingers are blue. What do I do? Streamliners. I will actually get into this. My husband, as I said before, is a major train guy. He loves model trains, which I'm happy for. I'm glad he's found something that he's loved. So I was like, why don't I just draw a train girl? People have done them in the past, sometimes with more scandalous outfits than others. So I'm like, I want to do one that's more outfits with the time period that these trains ran. So I was trying to think of stuff, and this was just one of many things that I was trying to do. So these will come back in a later video. We'll see. Hopefully next month I'll post the Steamliner Train Girl video, because I already have one done. But I have the name there. Okay. If I think of the name, I'll put it there. I want to say it was the Hudson, but I'm not quite sure about that. More washi tape fun, where it kind of looks like a wall on the floor. More Abigail. Different sweater designs. More power designs for her, because she has power over water. She kind of uses ice, but she prefers water. Liquid water, I should say. This is when I was doing a bunch of PNG tubers. I did a cat one recently. If you're interested in the cat PNG YouTubers, like $5 on my Etsy store if you want to buy it. Not a big deal. And so that was the whole thing. I was trying to come up with different ideas for PNG YouTubers. Just a lot of little, cute little bits. I was very cold this day, so I drew myself in blankets, trying to imagine myself warmer. This is back when my fingers were turning blue. So I just put a glove on one hand while I kept the other hand moving, because so basically, while one hand's doing all the scrolling and all the checking with the mouse, this hand was basically not doing anything. So I had to put a glove on this hand and just kept scrolling over here. Starfish Face, this comes with a lot of her orders. This is just a free print she hands out, so that's why I put it in here. These are older sketches that I did when I was at my old retail job, but were in the back of my sketchbook still. So I opened it up, put it in here, and taped it. So it's here now. Back over here, a little bit of free ren. There's the train girl that I just did a quick sketch of in here. Cats. All that. Yeah. I figured out where my nicer, I say nicer, they're actually really cheap pens, where my Bic colored pens were, so I got those out and started doodling with them again. I suck at doodling without erasing, and sketching without erasing, so that's why all these look really funky. Because I follow Star pretty closely, she said something about, you get really good at drawing your character when you draw them over and over again. And so that's kind of what I was doing over here, but with Izzy, and a little bit with Abby. Another random sticker my friend gave me. I put it in my sketchbook anyway, even though it's kind of weird, because it's tiny cats, and it's dead cats in there. I don't know why I put it in here. I don't. It lives here now. I don't know why I put radiation symbols here. I just did, because I think I had the gel pens, the sparkly gel pens, and just the green pen that I had, and I just started doodling with it. But yeah, more sketches, all of that. Starfish Face, that's her. If you guys ever want to order from her, that's what you can do. She has her own Etsy store as well as her own website, so I highly recommend checking her out. But yeah, more sketches of the same 3 characters. Are we shocked? Same thing here. More sketches of the same 3 characters. I think I was trying to do stuff where the other 2 stole Abby's glasses and tried them on. So both Maxine and Izzy are wearing her glasses at some point. I think this is supposed to be Big Sis Sunshine braiding her hair or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah. Lots of random things on these pages, but it's fun. Oh, this is where I do the design change for Abby a little bit. So, I found this outfit on Pinterest, and I was like, huh. I wonder if that'd be a good idea for Abby, because she was still very much in the design phases. And I was like, sure, well, I'll try putting her in it. My friends really liked it when I showed it to them. I prefer the sweater myself personally, but this allows so much more movement, and I think that's really cool. So I'm like, okay, I'll go with it. So I have a bunch of Abigail over here, just doing random things in her new outfit. Over here, we got Maxine with a bunch of cats around doing cat stuff. I might make, this one I actually might make into a sticker because I think it's adorable. It's the cat in the tuba one. Because as I said, I was a tuba player. And I have a black cat who is just sitting here loafing. Being a good boy. But yeah. More sticker ideas. Cat with knife. I don't know why, but I could. Cat with cookie, because that makes sense. They call me Butters because I'm on a roll and they're on a wheelchair. I don't know. Brainstorming, you know? I heard something about you have no room for the good ideas if you don't, what was it? Write down every idea, even if it's bad, because that'll make space for the good ideas, or something like that. Oh, it was a while since I've heard that quote, but basically since then I do every bad idea just to see, and see if I can build off of it and make it a good idea. IV pain candy, ibuprofen, because I take ibuprofen pretty often. At least I used to, back before I switched medications. But I used to take ibuprofen like candy at some point because of how bad my pain was. Now it's much better thanks to new medication. Metal equipment with just a water bottle. Of course I'm salty, I have dysautonomia. This is something I really want to do. Just a cat sticker sheet would be fun. Yeah. And more Pomni. I do love Pomni, I think she's really fun to draw. I think my favorite character still is Ragatha, but Pomni is more fun to draw, so I draw Pomni more. Oh yeah, this is back, yeah, right before Christmas. So this says, screw my job for not letting us have the 24th and 26th off when everyone else gets it off. That was a whole thing. Yeah, we were not happy about that. I need a new PC. Like, I have a 5-year-old PC that's running a GTX 1650. And it only had, well, I actually upgraded the RAM a while ago. So it's DDR4 16 gigs currently. But with only 4 gigs of VRAM, it doesn't really help much. So, while I have a decent enough for RAM, my VRAM sucks. So I need a new PC, and I've been wanting a new PC build, but the RAM prices are horrible right now, so I can't really do that. So I'm kind of depressed about it. Abby with a different shawl. There's Maxine again. There's me tired. Me very tired. Actually, I guess this is more supposed to be Izzy, I think, with her hair down. I don't know. I was very tired that day. More ideas over here. I really like this one because it's just very expressive. It's fun. Oh yeah, this is also New Year's stuff now. Because it was like, oh yeah, it's still 2025, but 2026 is sneaking up after you. And this year went by so fast, I just started doing stuff like that. January 2025, 2026 hitting you like a bat. Yep, all that. Sailor Moon-esque character, pop star kind of character, Among Us being over there. More Abby. But yeah, just random stuff. Having fun. More just trying to do more fluid character movement. I'm trying to make my drawings look like they actually are moving almost. And that has to do with like stiffness. So that's why all this was here. Like I'm trying to do different movement. Most of these were references from Pinterest. So that was fun. random Abbies throughout. There's an Izzy there. Izzy, Triangle Fox, of course. Happy New Year's Eve! Yay! Izzy with her jacket. That's how you do 2026 in American Sign Language. You literally, so this is 20. Actually, this is 21. 27. So you do 26. But 26. That's how you do 20. 26. Something like that. I took ASL in high school. Anyway, 26. Yeah. So 2026. Happy New Year. I drew an otter. My husband loves otters, so I kept drawing otters. More cats. Just ideas, like maybe a younger Izzy. Here's the freaked out free run over here. All that. Oh yeah! Happy New Year. So this is officially into 2026. And I was trying to redesign the Royal Guard and their uniforms to make them a little less strenuous when I have to draw characters in the background. So I was trying to do like, what if, because metal can be kind of intensive to draw, what if I cover it with like a tunic of some sort with the royal color, which is purple. So I have like a purple tunic over it with like a gold stripe, signifying that they are in fact Royal Guard, but still have a chest plate underneath just in case for protection or whatever. Might work out for the average guard. We'll see. Another Emma. Not Emma. Another Max. Izzy with her glaive again. Izzy with her armor. Yeah. More just character trying to draw the same thing over and over again. I really like this one down here of Abigail, because it looks like she's actually trying to like run with her book and smiling at the same time. I just love it. But yeah. Yeah, there's another sousaphone. More just sketching with pens and sucking at it, but still trying. Another Max. Max without her bow. I think it looks cool. I also really like this one because the movement in her shawl. Oh, here's what I was doing anatomy studies. These are very recent, as you see. Like, I did these the other day. I was like, what can I do that fills up a page quickly? Anatomy! So I was doing mostly arm anatomy in this case, but I did do a little bit of leg. I do more leg on this page, or not this page. Page after that? Yeah, page after that. But it's just mostly anatomy drawings, just trying to be better about it, try to grow my art skills, if you will. So yeah. These are all references off Pinterest. That way I could try to just be a better artist, as I said. More dynamic drawings, because I can. Yeah, here's like the last 3 pages. So lots of anatomy, lots of just gesture drawing. I really focused on the legs here, as you can kind of see, because the torso's like, okay, yeah, I sketched that, but this is like a lot more darker, because I really put in the time and effort for this. And I drew my character looking at them like they're nice. I don't know. Muscles, yay. Yeah. Oh yeah! I drew more stickers. I have a bunch of stickers from the StarfishFace, as I said. This is actually one of her vector stickers that I have. I just drew it in here to see if I could do it, and I could. I got a sticker from Peak because I bought their Scout plushie. So the plushie came with a sticker that looked like this, and it's adorable. So I drew the sticker. Here's a failed stitch up here in gold pen. More Maxine, random character, that's Izzy, and stuff over there on the side. Here's the last page. Finally finished the sketchbook, took long enough. It really did take long enough. Also, just Triangle Fox at the end there. more stickers. Because as I said, I love the starfish face. Just all the starfish face elsewhere. They're also very well made, so I have no complaints. Also, more monthly stickers here. This one I made. This one's another Disney one. This one came out wrong because my Cricut didn't quite get lined up because I had holographic paper on top. So it came off a little wonky, so I put it in the back. But yeah. That's it for my sketchbook, really. I'm really happy that I finally completed it. Are there any other cool sketches in here? Not really. Let me know what was your favorite page. I would love to hear what you guys thought of it. I have so many different plans for this year. 2026 is a year I'm really excited for. I have, like I said, a lot more planned. And I want to do more with this channel. I want to do more with art in general. And that includes making more videos. So I would love to hear back from you guys, see what you thought. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a lovely day, you guys. And be safe. Please be safe out there.